All right, let's look at number 14 here. We've got the integral from 1 to 2 of x minus 1 times the square root of 2 minus x dx. This one's a little weird. First of all, notice that the degree inside and outside is the same. It's both 1. So we know we're going to have to kind of manipulate our initially used substitution statement. The 2 minus x, you might say, well, which one is really inside? Well, it's going to say the 2 minus x is the inside function because it's inside the square root. This one is not really anything that's difficult to deal with, the x minus 1. So we'll say u is 2 minus x. Du is negative dx. Okay, well, I don't want negative dx, I want positive dx. So negative du equals positive dx. So what have I got so far? I've got my 2 minus x, I got that part taken care of. I got my dx, I know that's negative du. I just got to take care of this x minus 1. So I'll go back to my u statement. I've got u equals 2 minus x. That means that x equals 2 minus u. But unlike the other cases, I don't actually want to know what x is. I want to know what x minus 1 is in terms of u. So I'll subtract 1 from both sides, and I end up with x minus 1 equals 1 minus u. And that seems like cheating, but it actually works. So what happens now? I can go and replace everything in my original integral with stuff about u. X minus 1, well, that's 1 minus u. So I've got the integral of 1 minus u times square root of 2 minus x. That's just the square root of u, or u to the 1/2. And then dx is just negative du. And I'm going to put the negative out here just because it's going to make things easier. And du. Okay, so that means that I've got the negative integral of u to the 1/2 minus u to the 3/2. All I'm doing is distributing the u to the 1/2 over 1 minus u times du. And then I end up with negative, okay, so antiderivative of u to the 1/2, that's going to be 2/3 u to the 3/2 minus 2/5 u to the 5/2. And now I can go back and undo my substitution. I end up with negative 2/3 times 2 minus x to the 3/2 minus 2/5 times 2 minus x to the 5/2. And my limits of integration were 1 to 2, so I'm going from 1 to 2. Now I'll do my substitution. Oh, this looks nice because when I substitute in 2, I get 0. So I get 0, 0 here. So I'm going to get negative, I'll just write it out, 2/3, 0 to the 3/2 minus 2/5, 0 to the 5/2 minus, and then 2/3, I substitute in 1, I get 2 minus 1, which is 1, so that also is pretty easy. So 2/3 times 1 to the 3/2 minus 2/5 times 1 to the 5/2. So what does that mean? I got negative, well, this is all 0, and then this is just minus 2/3 minus 2/5. And, geez, what's that? What is it? 10/15 minus 6/15, so that's 4/15. Negative 4/15, negative, negative, so I get positive 4/15. Hopefully that's the right answer too. But the main part I feel pretty confident about, and that's the U-Substitution stuff. So there you go. Let's see if I get the whole thing in there. And that is number 14.